we are on exercise 3.3 and in that we have already finished question number 1. Now let's have a look at question number 2. What question number 2 is saying? Solve 2x plus 3y is equals to 11 and 2x minus 4y is equals to minus 24, and hence find the value of m for which y is equals to mx plus 3. So first of all, by solving these two equations with substitution method, we will have to find the value of x and y. And once the value of x and y is with us, then we will substitute the value of x and y in it. We will find out the value of m. Okay. So you can choose any of the equation, first or second. Which one you want to choose? First. So from first, I am calculating the value of x. So 2x will be 11 minus 3y and x will be 11 minus 3y upon 2. Once I have got my value of x, I will substitute this value in second. So 2 into 11 minus 3y upon 2 minus 4y is equals to minus 24. 2 and 2 is cancelled. Minus 3y and minus 4y will be added. So it will be minus 7y. 11 minus 7y is equals to minus 24. Now what will happen? 24 will come this side, 7y will go that side. 7y will become positive. 24 will also become positive. So 11 plus 24 is equals to 7y. This becomes 35. So 7y is equals to 35 and y is equals to 1. Once I got the value of y, I will substitute this value here so that I will get the value of x. X is equals to 11 minus 3 into 5 upon 2. 5 3 are 15. 11 minus 15 is minus 4 upon 2. So the value of x is minus 2. He has not asked me to find the value of x and y. He has asked me to find the value of m. And how you will get that value? Once you will substitute x and y in this equation, you will get the value of m. So in place of y, I am substituting 5 is equals to m into minus 2 plus 3. Now what? Plus 3 will go this side. So 5 minus 3 is equals to minus 2m. 2 is equals to minus 2m. And in the end, m is equals to minus 1. So this way, we have used the substitution method to find the value of x and y, and thereafter with the use of that we have found the value of m. Is there any doubt in it? Any one of you want to ask anything in this question, then you are most welcome. If not, then we will go for the solution. Let us see the first part of question number 3. The difference between the two numbers is 26. अब टू नंबर्स हैं तो हमारे दिमाग में आएगा एक को x ले ले एक को y ले ले. ठीक है, ले लो भाई. Let the first be x, second be y. और डिफरेंस क्या? x minus y is equals to 26. Got it or not? One number is 3 times the other. One number is 3 times the other. एक नंबर दूसरे का 3 गुना. तो which one of them is greater? बड़ा कौन है इसमें? X is greater. So x will be 3 times of 1. X will be 3 times of 1. अब x की जगह 3y सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दो. सब्स्टिट्यूशन से निकालने को कह रहा है. तो x की जगह 3y यहाँ रखा तो 3y minus y is equals to 26. 2y is equals to 26. Y is equals to 13. X is equals to 3 into 13. X आ गया 39. Y आ गया 26. सॉरी 30. समझ आएगा? कर पाओगे? और दोनों का डिफरेंस 26. वेरीफाई हो गया. और ये वाला नंबर इसका 3 टाइम्स, बिल्कुल वेरीफाई। यस, आवर आंसर इज परफेक्ट। ठीक है, so this way this was question number 3 part 1. This was question number 3 part 1. एक्सरसाइज कौन सी चल रही है? 3.3. The larger of the two supplementary angles. Now here only he has told you a hint. Supplementary angles का सम कितना होता है? 180. यानी कि दो एंगल हैं जो दो सप्लीमेंट्री है। तो एक एंगल को हमने मान लिया x, दूसरे को मान लिया y, तो दोनों का सम x प्लस y 180 हो गया। इतना तो हमें यहीं से पता चल गया, जैसे ही उसने कहा लार्जर ऑफ द टू सप्लीमेंट्री एंगल। तो कब इसमें से एक बड़ा एक छोटा, क्या कह रहा है? लार्जर ऑफ द टू सप्लीमेंट्री एंगल एक्सीड द स्मॉलर बाय 80। x को लार्जर मान लें, y को स्मॉलर मान लें। लार्जर वाला स्मॉलर से एक्सीड मतलब मोर, 18 डिग्री मोर। लार्जर वाला स्मॉलर से 18 डिग्री एक्सीड है। एक्सीड मतलब मोर। बस अब सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दो इसे, x की जगह y प्लस 18। So y plus 18 plus y is equals to 180 degree. 18 degree will go that side, so it will become minus. Y and y will be added. So it is 2y. 2y is equals to 180 minus 18. 2y is equals to 162. Y is equals to 81. अगर y is equals to 81, तो x is equals to 81 plus 18, 90. So one of the angle is 99, other of the angle is 81. Are you able to get me or not? Is there any doubt? Anyone want to ask anything? आर्यन समझ आ रहा है? Let us see the third. The coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls. ऐसे ये तो सबसे आसान क्वेश्चन है। 7 bats and 6 balls. These are the easiest one. क्या करेंगे? Let the cost of bat is equals to x. Let the cost of ball is equals to cost of one bat, cost of one ball. ठीक है, अब क्या करें? 7 bat 6 ball, तो 7 bats की कॉस्ट कितनी हो जाएगी? और 6 बॉल की कॉस्ट, और दोनों मिलाकर our first equation is ready. Then what is saying? Later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls. So 3 bats and 5 balls or 1755. Okay. So this time we are going to face trouble. थोड़ा सा इस बार कहानी थोड़ी मुश्किल होगी, because nothing is going to be 10. किसकी वैल्यू निकालो? x या y? x. सेकंड से निकाल दो, तो 3x will be 1750 minus 5, और x is equals to 1750 minus 5y upon 3. This is our x. Now this value I am going to substitute in first. सेकंड से निकालनी है, तो फर्स्ट में सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दो। 7 into 1750 minus 5y upon 3 plus 6y is equals to 3866. अब क्या करूं? 7 will be multiplied in 3 will be the LCM. 3 will be the LCM. 3. तो 7 5 जा 35, 7 7 जा 49 and 3 52, 7 1 जा 7 and 5 करो, ठीक है ना? माइनस 7 5 जा 35 1 और प्लस 18 6 3 जा 18 1 is equals to 38. Is that fine? कहीं कोई कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक तो नहीं है? Now 35 and 18 will be adjusted. So positive 18 negative 35 will become negative 17. हाँ बेटा कौन सा x नहीं x गलत लिखा है y है. So 35 और 18 will be adjusted. 12,250 minus 17y upon 3 is equals to 3800. Now 3 will be multiplied. So 12,250 minus 17y. 3 8 are 14, carry 2. 3 8 are 24, carry 2. 3 3 are 9 and 2 11. Now what will happen? 17 will go that side and this 11,400 will come this side. 12,250 minus 11,400 is equals to 17y. 0, 5 minus 0 is 5 and 12 minus 4 is 8. That's it. So 17y is equals to 850, y is equals to 850 upon 17 is equals to 50. So the cost of ball is 50 rupees. Now how you will get the cost of bat? By substituting y here. So x is equals to 1750 minus 5 into 50 upon 3. ये कितना हो गया 250. तो 1750 minus 250 upon 3. So that is 1500 upon 3. कुल मिलाकर 500. So the cost of a bat is 500 rupees and the cost of a ball is 50 rupees. Okay. And this time, till now, this time it was the toughest. You found that there is lot of calculations here. Okay, the making equation was easy, but solving them was tough. Okay, so that's why sometimes there will be more tough equations. That's why this was a thought in the mind of mathematicians that can we find a different method through which we can solve these equations easily. That is why we are having two more methods named as elimination and cross multiplication. So as soon as this exercise will be over, we will go for another method which is elimination. That is far more easier than this. That will be far more easier than this. So with this we are learning as a method only. Once you have learned all the three methods, most of the time you people will go for elimination. Second जो method है ज्यादातर समय में हम उसको यूज करेंगे. और अगर जैसे पिछला क्वेश्चन था y = 3y सीधा सीधा दे रखा है, सब्स्टिट्यूशन भी यूज कर सकते हैं. Okay, you read out the next question, which is the fourth part of question number 3. Yes. The taxi charges in a city consist of fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. Last year also you were having a question like that, ना? तो वह वैसा ही question है. Fixed charge तो हमने मान लिया x. Let us say the fixed charge is rupees x और चार्ज पर किलोमीटर है ना, चार्ज पर किलोमीटर इज रुपीज y. 1 किलोमीटर का y है ये, है ना, 2 किलोमीटर का 2y, 3 किलोमीटर का 4y एंड सो ऑन. अब वो कह रहा है फॉर अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 10 किलोमीटर द चार्ज पेड इज रुपीज 105. तो फिक्स्ड चार्ज तो देना ही है और 10 किलोमीटर चले यहां तो 10y x plus 10y is equals to 105. बताइए इक्वेशन बनी कि नहीं बनी? सबसे जरूरी काम है इक्वेशन बनाना. Once we have made the equation, then we will learn how to solve it. The second equation is for a journey of 15 kilometers, the charge paid is 155. So x plus 15y is equals to 155. अब वो क्या कह रहा है? Fixed or charge per how much? What are the fixed charge and the charge per kilometer? और बाद में कह रहा है कि 25 किलोमीटर के लिए कितना चार्ज देना पड़ेगा वो भी बताना है. तो एक तो x और y की वैल्यू बतानी है और दूसरी बतानी है x प्लस 25 किलोमीटर चल रहा है ना, तो इसकी वैल्यू भी बतानी। तो लेट अस फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ x फ्रॉम एनी ऑफ देम, किसी से भी निकाल लें। कल ही हमारी बात हुई थी कि अगर कोएफिशिएंट नहीं है तो हमें उसकी वैल्यू निकालनी चाहिए। तो x is equals to 155 minus 15y. So this we have calculated from second. So I am going to substitute it in first में substitute करूंगा। 155 minus 15y plus 10y is equals to 105। क्या हो गया? 155 minus 5y is equals to 105। अब क्या 105 पे आएगा इधर और 5y उधर, तो 155 minus 105 is equals to 5y। दिस इज ऑल ट्रांसपोज, यही तो ट्रांसपोज होता है। क्या बचा? माइनस का 50 का प्लस का 50 is equals to 5y, y is equals to 10। ये तो हो गया 10 रुपीज पर किलोमीटर, 10 रुपीज पर किलोमीटर। आगे देखो, अगर y की वैल्यू यहां रख दूं मैं 10, तो क्या आ रहा है? x is equals to 155 minus 15 into 10, so 155 minus 155 rupees is the fixed charge। फिक्स्ड चार्ज है 5 रुपीज और 10 रुपीज पर किलोमीटर। अब इसका आंसर निकालते हैं। तो फिक्स्ड इज 5, 25 into 10, 250 plus 5। To travel 25 kilometer, you will have to pay 255 rupees। Is that clear or not? चले आगे। क्या इक्वेशंस अब आप खुद सॉल्व कर लेंगे?
Yes, sir.
Should I frame the equation for you and rest of the work you will do on your own? So in the last two questions I am going to frame the equations only. Solution of equation will be your job. Now we are going to go for question number 5. Question number 5 पर चलते हैं, part 5 of question number 3। क्या कह रहा है? A fraction becomes 9 upon 11 if it becomes, it is not 9 upon 11, it becomes, किस कंडीशन पर? If 2 is added to both numerator and denominator। अगर न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर दोनों में 2 ऐड कर दें तो it becomes 9 upon 11। So let the numerator of the fraction be x and the denominator of the fraction be y। So the fraction will be x upon y। The fraction is x upon y। Now what has happened in this fraction, in the numerator as well as in the denominator 2 is added। दोनों में 2 ऐड कर दिया उसने। हम भी कर देते हैं। क्या बेटा?
तो x plus 2 upon y।
हाँ, x by 2 upon y by 2। जब 2 ऐड कर दिया तो it has become 9 by 11। तो by cross multiplication we will get one equation from this। कर लेते हैं क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन। 11 into x plus 2 और 9 into y plus 2। 11x plus 22 और 9y plus 18। 9y इधर आया, 22 उधर गया, तो 11x minus 9y minus 22 plus 18। In the end we got the equation 11x minus 9y is equals to minus 2। This is our first equation। We want 2, हमें दो चाहिए, उसने आगे भी कुछ दे रखा होगा। If 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6।
Same x plus
अब अगर x plus 3 plus y plus 3 कर दें तो ये आ गया 5 by 6। फिर से वही क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन कीजिए, एक और इक्वेशन आ जाएगी। इक्वेशन मैं निकाल दूंगा और सॉल्यूशन आपको निकालना। इस क्वेश्चन में एक और बात में मुझे बतानी है। 6x plus 18, 5y plus 50। 6x minus 5y is equals to minus 3। अब वो बात क्या बतानी है मुझे? सॉल्व तो आप कर लेंगे, that is not my way। कि जब आपकी x की वैल्यू आ जाएगी, y की वैल्यू आ जाएगी, तो क्या आपका क्वेश्चन खत्म हो जाएगा? क्यों? क्या पूछ रहे हो? फ्रैक्शन फाइंड करना है, तो यहाँ का निकाल कर छोड़ नहीं देना है, फिर फ्रैक्शन भी निकालना है, उसको x upon y करके भी लिखना है. Because he is not asking x and y, he is asking what is the fraction. So fraction you will have to find. Understood? वही चीज मैं बताना चाह रहा था कि x और y निकालने के बाद छोड़ना नहीं है, फ्रैक्शन यानी x upon y भी निकालना. कर पाएंगे? So this was question number 3 part 5. Let us see the last question, and with that 3.3 will be your homework, and all those who are not going or who have not come today, from them I will see 3.3 tomorrow in their notebook, and all those who are sitting in the class, they will complete that much work which we will finish tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Or in day after tomorrow, your notebook should be complete by till tomorrow's work. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times of his son. तो दो लोग हैं, एक जैकब और एक उसका सन. तो लिखेंगे let the age of Jacob be x years and let the age of his son will be y. अब आज की तो बात कर नहीं रहा, वो बात कर रहा है 5 year hence, यानी 5 साल बाद. After 5 years, after 5 years क्या होगा? Jacob's age will be x plus 5 और son's age will be y plus 5. Now he has given the relation between these two. अब इन दोनों के बीच में रिलेशन दिया. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times of his son. Jacob की एज 3 times of son. Jacob की एज 3 times of the son's age. तो जैकब की एज क्या है? x plus 5 और 3 into y plus 5. So ये क्या बन गया? x plus 5, 3y plus 15, and in the end what we got? x minus 3y is equals to 10. So this is our first equation. ये बन गई हमारी first equation. अब देखते हैं second. 5 years ago. So what was their ages 5 years ago? X minus 5, y minus 5. 5 years ago their ages was x minus 5 and y minus 5. और relation क्या था? Jacob was 7 times that of his son. अभी 3 times हो गया है. That time it was 7 times. So x minus 5, 7, y minus 5. So x minus 5 is equals to 7y minus 35. Yeah, x minus 7y is equals to minus 1. So this way we got the equations for this, and with that this of our exercise is complete. Your homework is to finish off exercise 3.3 today.